So you're a leader of a mid-sized business and you're looking to use AI within your business, but you're not sure where to start. There's so much confusion and hype out there that it makes it very hard for you to cut through the noise and see a clear roadmap to go from AI initiative to a working solution that helps drive efficiency and grow your business. Here are the things you need to consider. First of all, ignore the hype. 2, get AI literate. That includes you and your leadership team. The third thing you need to do is to carry out an audit, identify where you are now, and identify where the opportunities lie for your business. 4, build a proof of concept and try and do that within 3 to 6 months. Then lastly, scale and compound advantages from your solution. I cover all of these concepts in more detail in my new book titled Your Bespoke AI Advantage, a business leader's guide to AI-driven efficiency without losing control, flexibility, or privacy. Now, in this video, I'm going to go through those points I mentioned in a little bit more detail so you have a clearer picture of what you need to do as a business leader to get started. Now, the first thing is to ignore the hype. There's a lot of hype, there's a lot of news around AI. And you might have come across reports that say that 95% of businesses are deploying AI, but they're not getting the benefits. And so many other failed AI attempts here and there that you hear all over the news. You need to ignore all of that because AI is a powerful tool that can really drive efficiency in your business when applied correctly. So ignore the hype so you can start to see what AI truly is and what it means for your business. Now, the next thing you need to do is to get AI literate. That targets you and your leadership team. You cannot lead or get success from what you don't understand. And AI isn't one of those technologies where you can just delegate to your IT team and expect to get fabulous results. It is possible, but it's better delivered when your leadership team is well aligned, has a very good understanding of what AI is, what it can and cannot do, and how it integrates or fits into your specific business. Because you understand your business, you know where the pain points are, and you need to understand this new technology and find out, okay, how do I take this new AI technology and fit it into my business while taking into consideration your industry, your competitors, and everything around it. Now, once you get your business team AI literate, you can do that through a workshop, you can do that through a course. I've seen business leaders who have just gone to a course online and they watched it and it gave them so many ideas and they went and implemented, learned and iterated along the way. I run an AI strategy workshop for business leaders, so that's something you can check out if you're interested in. You can find that somewhere around this video. Now, once you've done that, achieve some kind of a level of AI literacy, the next thing you need to do is to carry out an audit. Check your data readiness. Find out where your business is right now in terms of its data. How do you collect data? What type of data do you collect? What type of, in what structure is it? Is it structured or unstructured? Where does the data live? Do you have a lot of manual processes within your business, especially if you are in a siloed environment, something that's very common to mid-sized businesses? How does your business operate? Map all of that, understand it. In this book, there's a framework called the circuits framework. It helps you identify how data flows within your business. And it gives you a way of pinpointing where bottlenecks are within your workflows. And that lays the foundation for identifying AI opportunities. Not just AI opportunities for the sake of using AI, but opportunities that are fit, opportunities that are tied to pain within your business, real and actual pain within your business. Once you do this, you have a very clear picture of where you are right now, where you need to be, what the gap is, and what needs to be done for you to fill that gap and achieve your goals. Now, once you've identified those AI opportunities, you need to build out a solution. Now, this is what most businesses find the hardest to do. People rush into it and they build the wrong solution or they use the wrong tools. In the book, I talk about surface level and deep level AI solutions. The surface level solutions are things like AI chatbots, which don't give you the very best advantage, especially if you're a mid-sized business, because there's an illusion of efficiency with using these chatbots. You're copying data in and out, even though it gives you some intelligence. And then there's the risk of data being leaked into these models, being used for training and even being shared with others, which you don't want to happen. So building a solution is where the work really lies, right? And here you need to bring your traditional software development and AI together so that you're able to direct intelligence within your business in such a way that AI lives with your data, understands your business, understands your workflows, and keeps everything tightly knit. No data leaves your business infrastructure for any AI processing and so on. Everything is kept private. Now, you want to do this within 3 to 6 months. The shorter it takes you to do it, to build a POC, the better, because it means the quicker you get to run it, the quicker you get feedback, and the quicker you learn and start compounding your advantage. Once you do this back and forth and you've built a solution and you see how it works, you've gone through the teething problems, you've adjusted it, and it's starting to make sense. If you had identified the right AI opportunities, then it means you can move to the next stage, which is to scale and compound. You can take that same solution and deploy it in other areas of your business that have similar type of problems. In the circuits framework and in the chapter that talks about how to identify AI opportunities, it doesn't just tie it to business pain, but it lets you see in a way that you identify pains that are common across your business. So you may identify one workflow, but that workflow may have a bottleneck which causes a pain, and it allows you to see that pain or map it to other areas of your business, such that if you build a POC for solving this specific pain, once you have gone through teething issues and you've built it out and it works fairly well, or it works well, you cannot take that same solution and expand it to the rest of your business. And then you keep on going. You just keep on iterating, right? You get more pains to solve, you expand your solution, and then you keep on going. Now, another thing you need to note is you don't need to start or wipe all your solutions and start from scratch. Especially if you're an operating business, you've been running for years, you had several solutions running in your business. You can start with where the gaps are, where the manual processes are, where the data has to jump from one independent system to another system, but all within the same workflow. Build solutions that help you plug those gaps and apply the intelligence, right? Because if there's anywhere in your business someone has to download an Excel spreadsheet, then that's an opportunity for AI right there. It's a starting point for you to check. Maybe we need this data because we need to apply some kind of analysis, some kind of intelligence. And you can build solutions to help you plug that gap. Once you do that, you can now take it a step further and keep on iterating until you build a system which allows AI to work really close with your own business data. Now, you may have solutions in your business that already integrate AI in one form or the other, which is fine. But the problem is you need to start thinking in terms of entire workflows. And what you will find out is you would have multiple systems for running a single workflow. And maybe these systems don't even talk to each other. And that's what brings about all the high workload manual tasks that your staff need to do. AI can help you plug all these gaps. And in the long run, you can start thinking about building these solutions that give you a very good way of handling your workflows in a cohesive, tightly knit, private, with AI running very close to your data. If you want to find out more of the concepts around this, what AI integration is, why it's important, and how you can run AI privately within your business, augmenting intelligence, how to deal with staff anxiety, viewing your business as a data machine, and AI governance in terms of compliance, managing risk, and building trustworthy AI solutions. All of that is covered in the book. Just find the link somewhere around this video and get a copy, and you get to understand these things in more detail. Thank you.